Hey guys, we're back in the water park here, and I come up with another little section over here, and it was pretty cool because I've essentially been able to save Discovery Bay. And honestly, you know, it was a project I'd kind of started a while ago, and it just it started out, it was like one of those projects with me that was really hot and heavy right when I first started it, and then kind of as time went on, I ran out of ideas, and you know, there wasn't a lot of concept work on it because, you know, long story short, Discovery Bay was a Disney type of land expansion, a Disney type of park that never ended up happening. It got shelved for budget reasons, or, you know, whatever was going on at that time. And so, yeah, Discovery Bay never happened. And so basically I started a park like that based off the some of the concept art and some of the Tony Baxter you know, notes, and they actually had a whole full-scale model built. And but you know, for whatever reason, we kind of moved on to different stuff. I think that's when I started Wilderness Springs, and I was still messing around with this water park and just a couple other things, and hit a little bit of dry patch with it. But it has, yeah, it has found new life inside of the water park here. So I'm really pleased that this hasn't gone to waste. I even probably about maybe not a month ago, maybe 2 months ago, I actually, if you remember, I went in and did a little update video on Discovery Bay and was thinking about, you know, starting it back up and just seeing if I could kind of maybe, like, I don't know, like loose interpret it, just kind of wing it. Based on the concept art and stuff of what I think, you know, it could look like especially once I got the Hyperion hangar and all that done. But it just never could get the ball rolling on it. I'm sure you guys have a lot of projects like that start out with such cool, you know, long-term intentions, and yeah, just kind of died out on me. I definitely hit a block on it. So like I said, really cool that it has been it brought back to life here within the water park. And it's kind of like its own little section back here. So you'll see in a minute I bring in the once again those awesome slides that Sylv built in Koali Beach for their little water park section, and they just work so cool fleshing out these areas. And I'm with a lot of you guys, like every time I put out one of these water park videos, there'll be people that say, oh, we need a water park DLC. I can't wait. Hopefully one day we'll get like a soaked type expansion. And yeah, I'm right there with you. I don't know how that'll come about now, if they kind of keep with the seasons, because you would think that maybe okay, so you would think the next DLC probably drops in October sometimes, you would imagine, if we're going by the 3-month deal. But that could be a play on something scary. It could be an Asian DLC. Water park, I don't see that coinciding with a fall type DLC, a fall update. But who knows? That, you know, that might be something that that if it ever does happen, you might have to wait till next summer for it. You know, if it's even being something considered. I mean, I'm sure Sam and the guys probably would, you know, just given the fact that it is such a highly requested feature, such a highly requested expansion. You're just like, from a business standpoint, you're just talking about leaving so much money out there on the table. So, I mean, I don't know how much something like that would cost to develop, but I'm sure they could make their money back on it. But like I said, I don't know the inner workings of all that, of what their budget is, and how this stuff is picked, and who makes the final decisions on the DLC, and all that. So I would just, you know, just keep hopeful for it. Hopefully it's something we'll get one day, and in the meantime, you can just keep coming back here and enjoying my fake water park, kind of while we wait. So anyways, guys, yeah, this is like I said, the Discovery Bay part. We'll jump back in here and let's get a real-time view of it and kind of explain a little bit of the resort for some of our new subs and for some of the people that, yeah, might not have been here as long. And yeah, give me 1 sec and we will jump into the water park resort. All right, guys. So yeah, anybody that's new, what you're looking at is my my little makeshift implied water park resort over here. So if you're brand new, no, there is not any water park DLC yet. So all of this, like I've said before, is essentially useless as far as the slides go. Now you'll see I've dotted some flat rides in around here and all that, but as far as the slides go, these are the Quali Beach slides. They are non-functional, so the guests will not go up and use them. They won't get in the water. They won't use the pools. This actually right here, I just started on this. The last episode, it's kind of like it's the new Bobsled Coaster from the Vintage DLC pack that I've kindly have dubbed my new family raft ride slide. So yeah, that is Rhino Raft. Has made its way into the water park over here, and a little bit what you've kind of once you transition through this last little Atlantis walkthrough here, you make your way down here into Discovery Bay. So it's kind of like like I said, it's the newest little section of the park. I've got a piece of water billboard missing, and also too, if you didn't catch my last tutorial video, all of this is billboards. Oops, I wasn't missing one. This one is just flipped off its image here, so you'll see right here in a second I've got it as a billboard. My texture's seamless. Bam, and there you go. There's your tropical water in Discovery Bay. Quick tutorial. But so yeah, now we've got this little section, and I think it complements pretty good, kind of running off the heavy Atlantis theme here with the big interactive show building and the big slide, and Atlantis kind of the story kind of continues over here, running over the lazy river, and then you've got the two little flat rides, just kind of experimenting with planters. Over here, this is kind of when I put all these. I went planter crazy when we first got them last Friday or so, when I got my hands on the new planters. So that was just kind of me experimenting. Oh yeah, we've got I brought in my little jungle plane crash, just a memento souvenir building. But yeah, so Discovery Bay, it's found a good little home over here. Not essentially, like I said in the time lapse, what my ultimate dream for it. Did not mean to just be a placeholder in the water park or be a water park land extension. But you know, if it means it has a purpose, and like I said, I didn't really have any plans on finishing it. It works really well over here, looks really awesome. I'm just going to leave it. So yeah, that's pretty much what happened. It was going to be its own little park, and now it has a really cool, serves a really cool section back there at the back of the side back of the water park. And here is kind of like the main resort. You see the monorail leaving there. This is kind of the main hotel where you'd stay at, and all of the parking and the guests, they all park over here, kind of in the main parking lot. So I really need to go in and probably actually add some vehicles now that we have them. I was trying to channel my my inner uterus when I first started this. So we've used this area as a pretty cool little functioning parking lot, and with the monorail making its runs and essentially bringing people over to the resort, I thought was pretty cool. The down little section, I don't have a picture of it yet, but this whole down section and over here on the lagoon is an aquarium. It's an implied aquarium. And so yeah, the hotel and the resort, has an aquarium attached to it. And then, of course, over here is kind of like the main little lagoon area, the large swimming pool. And you kind of over here, you kind of have different little connecting sections and shops and little restaurants. And here is kind of like the one of the lazy river little entrance drop off areas where you can get in and out. And yeah, so this is how it sets, guys. July 16th. I just worked on this a little bit today when I got home from work, and then decided to come in and record this. So yeah, this is our progress as of the middle of July. So as always, let me know your thoughts down below. I know some people get a little testy about this because they're like, yeah, but this is totally useless. No guest can use this. This is just a big waste of time. And that it may be, but it's a very cool looking waste of time. And it gives me a break from Wilderness Springs and a couple other things. I think that's important for Planet Coaster to not get burnt out on one project. And this thing has saved me many times coming back in the water park and just adding little pieces to it while I may be in droughts of other places. So yeah, guys, like always, give me a big thumbs up if you end up enjoying this video, and smash that like button. And yeah, leave your questions down below and your thoughts on our little water park experiment. And I will catch you in the next video. Thank you. See ya.